Good evening, everybody. It's Saturday night, so you know what that means. It's Btcc time with Jimmy Codger. Just a quick mic check, please. Make sure everybody can hear me okay. But what you're watching now is a replay from last week's feature race held at Autopolis. I got asked if we could have more prolonged wet weather, so I happily obliged. I don't know if they regretted it asking for that or not, but yeah, it was a tough race last week. Really did mix the grid up, and it's changed the points tables quite dramatically, which I will get to in a second. But before I go any further, time to introduce my co-commentator, good friend, legend on the game, all throughout the series of this Touring Car Championship that I've run over 4 seasons. Adam Bath, are you there, sir?
I'm here, Jimmy. Good evening. How are you doing? All right?
Yes, good, thanks, mate. Good to have you back.
Thank you. Yeah, looking forward to this one. Because this last race that you're just seeing on screen here was absolute chaos. In a good way.
Well, they did ask for it, Adam, didn't they?
Yeah, like you said, I think they might have regretted it halfway through, but it mixed up all the strategies and, as you said, mixed up the grid a little bit and gave them something to think about. Don't want to give it to them too easy, do we?
No, that's right. So we're just going to come out of that quickly and we'll just give a quick breakdown. I'll just get onto the... I hate all these button presses that you have to do. Just make sure I'm coming through all right, because I might have just touched my little control box on my headset, and I hope I haven't muted myself.
Well, I can hear you through my headset. It's whether they can hear you on the stream or not.
Yeah, I just need someone
that's the next thing.
Yeah, I just need someone to just clarify in the stream. If someone could do that for me, might check.
Well, I've just turned my sound up on my phone, and your voice was there. So,
okay, cool, lovely. Right. So what we'll do, we'll just quickly get to the points tables, and as they currently stand at the moment, LFC Ben is leading the drivers' points table with 134 points, closely followed by Danny C on 123 points, and Clayjax, incredibly, after missing rounds 3, 4, and 5. Has had 2 storming weeks and taken up a huge points haul, and he's on 113 points, so only 21 points off the lead. Closely followed by Marty. That's your top 5. The manufacturers, incredibly, Clayjax has managed to put Renault back at the top on 111. LFC Ben, who's running for Honda, is in second place, only 5 points behind on 106.
Sorry, Jimmy, you've misread that. It's Legion on 113. Clayjax is on 116, so it's 18 point gap.
Well spotted. I was trying to just
I panicked then when I heard you say that. I was like, hang on a minute, what have I done wrong? No, that's right.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Well, thanks very much for pulling us up on that, Adam. Audi is in third place in the manufacturers. Danny actually missed the first round, and he's only 9 points off the lead with 102. So, and the independents currently are led by Tylerman, running Matt Neal's Nissan Primera, on 48 points. Matthias, who's had some absolutely brilliant rounds, is 2 points behind in second place on 46. And Swifty, who is currently 20 points off the lead and 18 off Matthias, on 28 points. So that's your top 3 in the independents, top 5 in the drivers, and the top 3 in the manufacturers. So as you can see, it's hotting up. And we had, was it correct me if I'm wrong, Adam, season 2?
Season 2 went down to the finale. It was really, really tight on that one. And I think this one's going to be just as tight, really, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
So there's 99 points still available.
Yeah.
And there's 18 points between Ben and Clayjax, so that's quite tight. Ben in second and Clayjax in third, so he can still do it, can Clayjax, despite missing those 3 rounds.
We mentioned it last week, didn't we? He'd actually worked it out that it's mathematically still possible. I think he's got a 6-point bank. Maybe not now after not getting a
Not
fastest
now,
lap.
no, not now, because because of different people getting fastest laps and the pole position. So there's 72. If Ben was to finish second in every round from now on, that's 72 points to 99. So that's 27-point gap swing. So yeah, if Clayjack's won everything and Ben came second without fastest laps and pole positions, he'd actually lose the championship by 9 points. So Clayjack's has got a 9-point gap really to play with,
which is not a lot over considering the calibre of drivers we've got here. So tonight is obviously, as you all know, is at Bathurst, which it used to be my bogey track, mainly because I was like a pinball going over the mountain. And until, I can't remember who it was now, someone taught me how to do it, and then I've loved it ever since. And it's a very rewarding track. It's technical. It's got everything. It's got flat out straights. It's got hairpins. It's got a bit like Monaco over the hill with walls either side. So you've got to be accurate. You've got to be precise with your braking points. It's got everything. It's technical, but if you hook it up, it's very, very rewarding. So we're approaching 7:30. So that's when the lobby opens. So I'm hoping we've had one cancellation, I think. So we should have pretty much a full grid. Unfortunately, poor Shadow. I've got to touch on this. I feel sorry for the guy. He's had numerous wheel issues with a Fanatec. He managed to reload the drivers, got his wheel working, and then his pedals wouldn't connect. So
he's just had absolutely no luck whatsoever. When he's raced, he's been involved in incidents and spun and made mistakes, and he had a couple of good races where he got podiums, but he just has not had the rub of the green at all this season. And to add on top of that with wheel issues as well, I mean, it's just, you might as well just give up at this point, don't you?
I did say to him, is he still having wheel life issues?
Yeah, sounds like it.
Which he appreciated the bit of humour, bless him. Even though he said he was at one point of very close to an open window with his rig.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, bearing in mind that Shadow is the guy who finished second in season 2, so you know he's not slow. He's not one of these drivers who quits out.
Nope.
So to have as much bad luck, I mean, he's still in the top 10 of the championship standings, but that doesn't mean anything at this stage. If he's not going to be able to race for the remainder of the season with his wheel, then that's a real kick in the teeth for him.
Well, he's taken a very. I was gutted to have the decision made, but he said, "Look, I can't. I don't want to commit, and then it break down on me, and it keep having these issues, and it messes your championship up." So he's taken a very noble decision to be a reserve and let someone else take the seat that can do it, which was a bit sad to see, but it was a sort of. It was the obvious thing to do, and it was regrettable.
It happens in real life,
true.
even modern day, when a driver can't race a car for whatever reason, somebody else is capable of jumping in. So, you know, it's a shame, as you say, but we've got somebody standing in, so we've got the Peugeot back on the grid for today.
That's right.
Which will be brilliant to see, because it's been missed, hasn't it? Because it's one of those classic liveries. So
it is. It's one of the originals.
Great to see it out on track for tonight.
Yep. So without any further ado, let's get this room open for the sprint race here at Mount Panorama, Bathurst. Let's get this open, and I hope everybody's now can get in. I know they'll be probably chomping at the bit, and I need to plug my mouse in case it. I always have trouble with this.
All filing in now. They were all knocking at the door, weren't they?
Good to see. Yeah. It is a popular track, this one, isn't it? You quite like this track, Adam.
I like it. I do. It's again, as you were saying, it's one of those that it's very rewarding when you get it right, but it can kill you and give you a headache if you get it wrong. So yeah. It's definitely one of those circuits that I enjoy racing at. I enjoy driving, but doesn't necessarily I don't necessarily go well here for whatever reason. I think it's just the commitment you need to get a good lap round here. I just haven't got the skills to do it. So we'll be seeing the skills on these guys coming over the top of the hill, the commitment. But that's where all the action's going to be as well, particularly if you get it wrong.
Have you seen who's in the chat on the YouTube? Carl's obviously told his partner that he's he's on
I thought he was on holiday.
He's going on an errand.
Yeah, I'm just going out for a walk.
He sat at the bar, isn't he, with the stream going? What a legend!
Yeah, oh, I bet he sat on the. I don't know. I can't remember where he said he's gone on holiday.
Sardinia, actually.
Sardinia.
Yeah.
Did he outbreak himself at Autopolis, and that's where he's ended up?
Yeah,
it was quite wet at Autopolis. So did he miss his breaking point and he's ended up in Sardinia?
Yeah, I think he's gone to dry himself out.
Yeah.
But we're actually that's one guy we're missing Carl, but his car is in the very capable hands of Captain from the SAR community. He's been a really massive help all through the season. He couldn't commit to every round, but he said, "Please put me down as a reserve," because he knows the racing they get here, and he enjoys racing a lot, as with a lot of drivers. Hang on, is that right now? Yeah.
Well, to be fair, we see it up and down the grid anyway. We've said it time and time again. It doesn't matter whether they're fighting for the win or whether they're fighting over last place. They're still racing each other and enjoying the racing, and that's what makes the series as popular as it is, along with the liveries. It's the camaraderie, the racing, the respect that's shown on track, and it's like it's throughout the field. So it's just great to see.
We'll go on board. This is Tyler Man, who is currently leading the Independents. Not missed a round yet, and it's showing. He's currently leading it, but he's not had some great results. But he's finished every single race, regardless of where he is, what position. And he's another one that, just like Adam said, was just loves the racing, and irrespective of the position.
Well, it would be so easy for Tyler to just kind of quit out when he's running last, wouldn't it? And he's like 2 minutes behind the leader and being downhearted, but he isn't. He's just enjoying the racing, enjoying the driving round, and as you say, the consistency's really helped him, because he's leading the Independents on the fact that he's turned up to every race and therefore scored points for the Independents in every round. So served him well.
As we see him just starting the mountain section here, so this is where you've got to get your line precise. This is a slight lift, as we see Tyler there.
Line precise. Take the paint off the side of the car, why don't you?
So he's coming over the skyline now. What a beautiful view this is over the skyline when we come out of this view and down into the twisty section now. So it's all about keeping just enough speed through here to keep momentum and settling the cars. He should be coming up to third, up to fourth gear now, down to Forest Elbow. Into second gear, hug the left hand side, bit of a short shift up to third, and it's flat all the way down Conrod Straight now. This is they should be hitting about 150 odd mile an hour down here, and then it's a heavy braking zone right into the chase, which is a left then a right, and then you're approaching the back straight coming down to Murray's Corner with the pit entry on your left. Now that's another thing we'll touch on. The pit entry is notorious for getting a penalty, because you've got to enter it slow. If you just touch the grass, you get a penalty.
Yeah, I think we saw last season quite a few penalties.
We did, yeah.
Last season before as well, probably. We've seen quite a few penalties as people have tried to carry as much speed as they possibly can to go into the pits. And as you say, just run that slightly bit wide over the grass and you get a 3-second penalty, and it kills you because of where the penalty line is on this circuit. You just hemorrhage time, as we do on a lot of the circuits. So yeah, it's something to watch in the feature race.
I see. Right, okay. I thought that, he's reading out Carl's got a choice of octopus or lobster, so he's gone for pizza.
That's a good choice.
Yeah. So
Glorified cheese on toast.
I told you he'd nipped out to get some food and stuck the stream on.
Yeah, that's what he's done. He's sat on the bar. He convinced the guy behind the bar to put it on the TV rather than Sky Sports. So it's put on YouTube and have a bit of touring car action on the big screen. Everybody in the bar's now going to be cheering the Volvo on.
That's right. So they're 5 minutes into, or just under 6 minutes into their practice now. They get 10 minutes practice in this, and then it's 10 minutes qualifying. So with it being 10 minutes, this is roughly just over a 2 minute lap, or 2 minutes 10, 12, something like that. So they should get a good 4 laps in. Possibly, yeah, they get an out lap and 4 laps. So there's no tyre wear involved in the sprint. It's just racing softs only. So we've got Glowing Gold back on the grid. I did see. He's on the grid, but he's in the pits, probably grabbing some food, knowing Sam. So we'll go on with the championship leader. We'll stay on outside for this lap, and you can see Ben do a lap. So this is all about maintaining the speed through there and keeping away from the barriers. Now this point here, you need to stay away from. Ooh, he's taking a chance. But it's this bit here, you can lose the back end very easily, and it's all about threading the needle a bit, like, isn't it, Adam?
Yeah, and as you say, if you get the car a little bit sideways through that kink, then you lose the momentum all the way up the hill, and you hemorrhage that time all the way over the hill, all the way through this section, as then just narrowly misses out that wall, judges it absolutely to perfection. But that's a key area to the lap as much as this is. You get it even just slightly wrong and you're in the barrier, and you're going to end up getting damage. Potentially you could get a bit of a corner cut through the kink there, through the dipper if you're not careful.
He nearly took his petrol flap off there on that bit of Armco, didn't he?
It's a good job that the wing mirrors don't fold in on this game, because he would have folded that one in. But all the hard work that you've done on these liveries, and they're determined to take all the paint off. It's a bit rude, isn't it? There's where the penalty line is as well, so you can see if you do get a penalty.
Yes, that's a good point, Adam. Good shout.
That is where you're going to hemorrhage all the time at the fastest part of the circuit. So, yeah, he's doing well at the moment. Is Ben leading the championship, as you say, but he's under a bit of pressure now with Clayjack's back in his stride.
Speaking of which, let's see what sort of lap time Ben puts in.
Clayjack's has just done a 13.2, so that's a bit ominous.
Oh my word!
That is ominous. I had a practice earlier on today just to see how I'd go against these guys, and I was doing a 15.5. So
yeah, I wasn't.
That's why I'm sat here in the commentary box and not out on track, I think.
And I can say the same for myself as well. I think I was doing it. I don't think I did a 15. I think I did maybe a high 15, but certainly nowhere near as quick as Adam there. But that's why we've got a microphone in our hands instead of a steering wheel, isn't it, Adam?
Yeah, those who can do, those who can't talk about it, and here we are talking about it. So that's right. That tells you everything you need to know.
So we've got Clayjacks here, who's in Jason Plato's Renault Laguna. We've got 11 watching. Thank you ever so much for tuning in, and should be an absolute treat tonight. I'll tell you who we haven't got in, I've not seen yet, is Fathead in the Peugeot, unless I've not seen him on track yet. So this is the man to beat at the moment, setting the timing tables alight with a 2:13.2, as Adam pointed out. Let's just quickly go down to the bottom of the grid. No, we haven't got Fathead. Where is he? Right, let me just get on Discord. You just take over comms for a second, Adam. I'll just mute for a second.
So we're currently watching Ekberg, who's just joined us this evening again. Just jumped into the room. He's just about to go past Legion. Legion was actually having an absolutely epic battle with Marty last round, but we'll get onto that a little bit later on, I'm sure. Ekberg here, just going through the top part of the hill. And Ekberg, he has his moments, does Ekberg. He's quick on the right circuit. I don't know how he goes round Bathurst. I'm sure he's got some pace. I haven't seen what times he's been doing, but as he's going over the top of the hill, round this left-hander, try not to run wide into the gravel, which is easy to do when you're racing. He's got Legion behind him, who's just moving over and giving Ekberg some space. Mind the walls as you go through this section. That part that he's just gone through there is very easy. If you cut the white line, you can get a penalty there, believe it or not, if you get too close to the wall. See how the car jumped around over that crest there, and he's put him offline. He hit the camber slightly wrong and straight into the wall. So that's another section that you've really got to worry about, because if you hit that wall wrong or anywhere around here, you then hemorrhage the time all the way down the straight. So Legion's obviously catching him up a little bit now, but it's only practice. It's nothing to worry about.
Yeah, speaking of which, they've had 10 minutes, and apparently it looks like, well, I've not had a message off Fathead to say he's not turning up, but I don't know what's going on, but that's 10 minutes of qualify. Oh, hang on a minute. 14, is that?
Yeah, so it'd be Fathead that's missing, because you would then be the 15th.
15th, that's right.
Somebody else dropped out, didn't they?
Well, I need... let me just put a message here to Tyler, because he's in contact with... sorry about the long typing, but hopefully Discord might come up. It does. Yep, I've not had a message from Fathead, but he was supposed to be running the Peugeot tonight, but he's not turned up for some reason. But I can't keep this. I can give it a couple of minutes.
Ben saying Clayjax has won already. Don't throw the towel in just yet, Ben. Got another 2 rounds after this one, buddy. Still the fight.
Well, we'll just give it a couple of minutes. Oh, he's giving him a ring. I think Tyler's giving Fathead a ring. So they're both in the States. So we're watching here, Swifty, who's pretty new to the game, running Hamish Irvine's Peugeot 405. And I tell you what, this will be the fastest it's gone down this straight, won't it, Adam?
Yeah, it's been doing well, this livery. Whoever's driven it all the way through the season, we've had a couple of different drivers in it, and it's done quite well. So yeah, it's one to watch really for the independents to make up spaces. But yeah, Swifty, as you say, new to the game, relatively new to the game. So the performances that he's been putting in against this quality of drivers, quite impressive really when you think about it.
It is, yeah, you're right. Well, it's now 1:45. They've had an extra 5 minutes. I'm just going to have to start this. No answer. Whether he got called in or he's dead asleep. Right. Okay, starting it then. No problem. Right. So.
This is going to be a very important qualifying in terms of the championship battle. Whoever gets the pole position gets that important bonus point. So let's get this underway and see how it starts affecting things.
TTV left the route. Musty thing. Oh, okay, right. So joining left. Right. So without any further ado, let's get the qualifying underway here at Mount Panorama, Bathurst, and let's see if I wonder if Danny's found his acquaintance yet, Adam.
More than likely, he's looked around and found it. So yeah, his little kangaroo. So if anybody's wanting to watch Danny's stream, Jimmy has put the link to it in the chat on YouTube. You can go and watch the event from Danny's perspective, and no doubt on the rundown he will go round and find his little mate down the back straight.
Yeah, he's hanging around. Yeah, hanging around down Conrod Straight somewhere. So yeah, he normally has a quick meet up with him on his outlap. So have I got? Is that a message from Tyler? Is it? Yeah, it looks like we're not going to have the Peugeot on the grid tonight. I don't think it might make the feature. So come on, I'm not going to ask you who's going to get on pole.
Well, at the moment it's looking Clayjax, from judging by the pace that guy's got, and the fact that he's so determined to claw back all the points that he's missed from the 3 rounds that he's not done. But you never know, he could make a mistake, couldn't he? Or somebody could be holding back and suddenly decide to throw the sandbags out. So not going to call it just yet.
the one thing you've got to be careful on here, because it's such a long lap, you do not want damage. You don't want to get damaged just before you're starting your lap, because that's going to hinder you. And so they've got to be careful, but you've got to, I say normally leave space, but I've got a feeling if they can get in a tow, then it will be beneficial.
Yeah, that's the other thing that you've got to consider, is if, even though it's qualifying, you've got cars in front of you, they're going to be pulling you around the circuit, so that can affect the lap times. I suspect all the times that we've been seeing so far have been done all on their own, making the most of the width of the circuit, aren't they?
Yeah, what would Craig say over at CC Sim? Using all the track and a little bit more?
Well, they couldn't use a little bit more there. There was a wall there. So.
They were trying, weren't they?
Yeah. It's a good phrase there by Craig. It's one that he uses quite often. It's really descriptive because it just points out that people are absolutely pushing the limits. So, not taking that one away from Craig. That one's his catchphrase for sure.
That's definitely his catchphrase.
You can't really use too much more of the circuit. The fact that it's got walls either side. So here we go then. This is him. Clayjack's done his build up. He's not got any damage. He's warmed the tyres up quite nicely. Let's see what he can do.
But there's not too many places you can get a penalty, an actual track limits penalty, I've noticed here. You've got to be really off track to get a penalty.
Yeah, beyond the last corner you'd be able to get one if you kind of cut the corner a little bit too much. If you run a bit too wide through this next right-hander, I think on the left you can get one.
And there's also, there's one going down the hill.
Yeah, through the dipper. If you get too close to that left-hand wall, you get too far over the white line there, you can get a penalty. So it's certainly possible. You don't want to be getting a penalty in qualifying because it ruins your lap. Potentially ruins the next lap depending on where you get the penalty. So if it's too close to the penalty line, you'd have to take it on the following lap. So that would be 2 laps gone. And as Jimmy said, it's such a long lap. By the time you've got round, you're just losing all the time during qualifying. So you've ain't got long to do it.
No, and it's a really picturesque track. This is as Clay Jacks is approaching the skyline now, approaching the dipper section that Adam was on about here. This is the crest of the hill now, just as you approach the top. So this is a quick into 4th gear, 3rd. He may leave it in 3rd. It's a second here, and a quick shift back up to 3rd, and then full on the power, settle the car, and then it's all the way down to Forest Elbow. And this is critical to get this right because you need a good drive out of this onto Conrod Straight, and then it's basically flat out all the way. And the next heavy braking zone is the Chase at the bottom of Conrod Straight. Now let's see what sort of speed they reach here, Adam.
Doing 153 when we went on board with Tyler, but it might be a little bit more for Clayjacks if he got a better run. 151 to 153, about the same. Yeah, heavy brake, don't run too wide, which he doesn't. Nice and easy, got a bit of a twitch, but he's okay.
He's 3 seconds ahead of me at that point. I'm on 159 and he's on 156. It's ridiculous.
I don't understand it.
Well, here's Clayjacks' opening gambit. Let's say
surely it's not going to be in the 12th now. Oof. So not quite as quick as he did in practice, but it's there's the yardstick. There is the yardstick.
That's the time to beat. So currently a 2:13.3. So we'll come back out of this. We'll come back out of Clayjacks now. We'll go on to. But let's have a look at my tyres, because I was jokingly saying in the chat he's not going to do so well because it's a dry track.
Yeah, but he's a quality driver, isn't he? So
he is, Adam. Yeah, very much so.
He really is in the wrong livery. I've said it a few times. He needs to be in the Matt Neal livery with the pace that he's got. He's only 2 points behind Tyler in the Independents. Don't forget. He's actually 8th overall in the overall driver's standing. So that's how well this guy's been driving.
That's right. Well, Captain has done a 2:14.8, so that's him to be a 1.5 off Clayjacks. That shows how quality driver Captain is.
Well, good luck, Captain, says Carl in the chat. So he's going to be definitely willing him on now if Captain can keep that up. Well, Danny's jumped up into 3rd, so Marty doing quite well there in second. He was only just over a second off of Clayjack, so Marty's one to watch for this race.
They haven't quite, well, at this point, they've got a bit of a crosswind, so I'm not seeing what the wind is like down. So if that's a crosswind here, that could well be a tailwind down Conrod.
It's possibly a slightly different angle. It would give you a tailwind into the braking zone, wouldn't it, going into the the chicane? So it's somebody random decided to join the room there. I don't know who that was. So Matthias has gone into 10th, but that will be his first proper flying lap attempt. Hopefully he didn't get a penalty there by going too wide. No, he looks like he's got away with that.
Well, just focusing on Danny C at the moment, who, as Adam pointed out earlier, he's live streaming this from his perspective. So Danny is currently third in the championship at the second in the championship at the moment. And I've just cancelled my stream. I've just stopped my stream. Not stopped it, but need to get the live stream back up.
I was going to say it is still going live, so you haven't actually stopped the stream.
I clicked on something else
okay.
while I was trying to get Discord. So
I haven't really seen what Danny's been doing in practice or anything from this. I know he did a practice lobby the other night, didn't he? So I didn't see what times he was doing. But he's dropped down to 4th now because Haydo has jumped up into 3rd. So
that's
Danny's
impressive.
going to need to make this lap count, is Danny, because he's only probably going to get 1, maybe 2 more laps out of this.
So Haydo's only a 10th off Marty, which is incredible. So let's see what Danny's opening lap is. This is a pretty decent lap. I reckon this is a 2:14.
Ben's jumped up into 2nd. Where does this lap put Danny?
Yeah, look at that, 2:14.0. That puts him 3rd.
Only just off of Ben as well. So there's going to be a battle between those two, and that's only going to help Clayjacks as well, because while these two are fighting for points in the championship, if Clayjacks can get away, they're going to be taking points off of each other. So they don't want to be working together, because obviously Danny's trying to catch up. He's not that far off of Ben.
He's 7 points currently. Well, he's 7 points off Clay. He's 7 points ahead of Clayjacks and 11 off Ben. So they definitely don't want to be working together. You might find Danny getting the toe off Ben. We know Danny's pretty good with his strategy, so I'm sure we'll see a lot of slipstreaming going on. But yeah, I'm expecting fireworks tonight, Adam. There's only 2 rounds to go after this one, but this has got the potential to sort of flip the table on its head, or throw up some pretty decent results and alter the tables.
It's really going to close things up tonight, isn't it?
I think so.
Properly going to give us a showdown for the next 2 rounds. You just cannot afford to have a bad round now. You just can't. And speaking of which, Legion, he isn't even in the top 8 in qualifying at the moment.
He was. He was in. Oh, he's gone into pits.
He's gone into pits.
Well, just see what lap time he actually. Oh, it doesn't show you the lap time as such, unfortunately. But yeah, Glowing Gold has returned this week in Patrick Watts' Mazda. So Glowing likes this track. Oh, he's taken a bit of the paint off the back bumper there, coming through the dipper.
Got a bit of damage on the left front as well, a bit of aero, so that's not going to help his lap time anything either.
No, that's right. He's got damage on the front splitter now, so that's going to hinder him.
That's only temporary damage. It disappears after about 30 seconds, but it will be hindering him all the way down this straight because he didn't get it at the best of points. You couldn't have got it at a worse one, really, as you're going onto the main straight. So Danny's jumped up into 2nd.
He has.
Now
I was just going to say he's just improved now. Can LFC Ben, who's right behind him, as LFC Ben is getting one final lap. So let's just see. Let's just go on board with Ben. And can he do anything? He's got to find. If he can find a 10th, he's going to jump Danny. And he's got a really tidy lap here. He's got to literally have a perfect lap. And if he can just... It may be a case of braking slightly later into one corner, but you can easily find a 10th over one lap. But the speed these are going, It's hard to see where they're going to find it from, madam.
Yeah, well, I haven't actually seen any of his practice runs, and obviously it was quick enough to go second just a moment ago, but he had a bit of a twitch coming up through that section there, so let's just see what the split is. It's going to come up just before he goes into the dipper, and we'll see. He was down on his first sector. Let's see what he's done on this one. If it's red, he's down. If it's blue, he's up on his... No, he's down a little bit.
Not a lot.
So if he can get a good run, Clayjax has just improved. Ben's clipped the wall, so that's his. But Clayjax actually has improved and done a 2:13.2. 7/10 faster than Danny C.
Well, Danny C
ridiculous.
likes his monster. I would say Clayjax is relentless.
Oh dear.
No, that was scraping the barrel, really. But
it really was. We're getting to the end of the season, aren't we? That's where all the puns are running out.
I couldn't resist that one. Danny will like that one.
Oh dear. I don't think he will, because it means that he's behind Clayjax.
So that, as we're looking at that, is your grid. That is the top 8 at the moment. We'll go through the results right now, actually. Not bad timing.
That was good timing, wasn't it?
Yes. So Clayjax got the all-important pole position and the fastest lap. So there's a point for him. So then Danny C. God, look at the gap. I mean, that you don't often see Danny C 7/10 off the fastest time, do you?
No, I mean that just really puts into perspective how quick Clayjax is, doesn't it? When somebody like Danny can be 7/10 off. So.
And we've got LFC Ben in 3rd place. There's very little between the times. Marty, that's a brilliant result for Marty, considering he's a little bit apprehensive by all accounts in the chat this week in Discord. In 4th place for Vauxhall. Haydo in 5th place for Team BMW. What a result for Haydo. That's a really good starting position. And captain representing Butler in Rickard Rydell's Volvo in 6th place. Glowing Gold with a great 7th place on the grid. Tyler making the first sheet in 8th place. That's a great result for Tyler.
That's the first independent as well.
He's
out-qualified Matthias. That's
no easy feat.
That is not an easy feat, is it?
And as Adam pointed out there, we've got Matthias in 9th place in the independents for Rob Gravitt's Honda. We've got Swifty in 10th place in Hamish Irvine's Peugeot. Legion, uncharacteristically, Adam hit on this earlier on, 11th place. So he must have either caught traffic or had a bit of an incident, couldn't get a clean lap in. Ekberg for Ford in the manufacturers in 12th place, and Rooster rounding up the grid in 13th for Charlie for the independent Ford. So,
well, that gives you an idea of how bad a session that was for Legion. The fact that he's slower than what I could do, and he's quicker than me. So he must have had an incident somewhere, as you said, just probably didn't get a clear lap. It's such a shame.
Oh, I've just seen a message on the chat. Oh, his fathead suffered a heat stroke.
Oof.
He's doing okay, but won't be here. All the best. His name's Dylan in real life, but all the best, Dylan. Yeah, no problem at all. Wow.
Yeah, you would not want to be racing when you've got heat stroke.
Racing with a broken hand, says Legion.
That
would explain things.
That would the fact that he's only just a little bit slower than me on a 15.8 when I did a 15.5, and he's driving around with a broken hand. That just, yeah, all right. He's running the wrong colour car, and he's running with a broken hand. How very dare you?
Well, I don't condone racing with a broken hand. If you're in any pain at all, Legion.
Yeah, health comes
first. Please, I'd rather you not race with a broken hand, mate, to be honest. But I know how much you love the racing. But if at any point you start to suffer, please just quit out, go in the pits. I don't want you to make yourself any worse. Your own health this is just a game. So, are we ready for the sprint? I thought it's Danny. Right, I'm going to have to kick them out before I start because I don't want them on the grid. Oh, right, okay. Apologies for the delay. It's Danny C. fan. I don't know who that is, but I'm going to have to... Commitment, but yes. So that's LFC Ben saying commitment. Yeah, Legion. Yeah, thank you, Legion. Yeah, well, I'm going to have to kick this guy out. I'm very, very sorry if you're watching the stream, but it's a championship.
Sorry, Danny's fan. He's obviously a fan of Danny C, and it's unfortunate.
So we've got Legion said he'll pit if it's too much, which we'll completely understand. That's what he's going to go into the pits.
Cole doesn't believe him though. He's saying it's a Btcc driver excuse.
Right, let's get a quick message up here. Let's have a clean race, good race, and buckle in, everybody. This is going to be a wild ride. This is a sprint race with no pit stops. This is just a straight out sprint from the line to the flag. 14 cars. 13 cars. This is going to hold on tight, sit back and enjoy the sprint race here at Mount Panorama, Bathurst for round 8 of Jimmy Codger's British Touring Car Championship in 3, 2, 1. Are you ready, Adam?
Yeah, I'm just sat here wondering whether Cole's got a margarita in his hand as well. I know he's got a pizza, or has he got a margarita to go with it?
Why did Marty say he was out of position? Oh, right, because he thinks he don't think he should be up there. So let's get display all. Let's driver names off as we wait for the lights to come on here at Bathurst. So they're all revving their engines here. We've got 1 light, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. Wait for the brief pause. No false starters, and they're off. So. Can Clayjacks keep his lead? Can he keep it? But Danny's having a right sniff already into T1. This is going to be a drag race now between these top 3. Hold on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen.
Clayjack's managed to get just in front of Danny C. Look at them, all line to stern there. You've got Marty in there, Haydo in there, all of them running as one. Danny Ranny outside now. This isn't going to work because Ben's going to get Danny inside, follow Clayjack's. Or is it? Late on the brakes. Has he got the room?
LFC Ben's got the move back. Look at this coming
up for Marty
up
as well. Marty's down the inside, or now it's going to be on the outside of Ben. And Danny is losing places. He's got Haydo running outside of him.
Oh, it's 3 abreast going up the mountain.
That isn't going to work.
That's not I'd rather no overtaking up the mountain. I can't stop him. It's racing, but it's not an overtaking manoeuvre.
It looked like Danny was trying to give Haydo some room on the outside, and it looked like Glowing just threw it down the inside of Danny, and that just concertinaed it all off. So that's how it looks.
Yeah.
Not really on, because as you say, it shouldn't really be a move into there. So it's a bit naughty there of
a bit naughty of Glowing. Yeah, it's not an overtaking spot over the mountain. Certainly not in that place right at the beginning of lap 1. If it's when there's less cars around, it's still a dodgy spot to try and overtake. But I don't condone that at all.
Bit of a nudge there from Danny, desperately trying to get past, but he's just being held up by Glowing as that's seen Captain now make it up past Danny. Haydo's making his way back through. Tyler's up there. Tyler's doing a fantastic job. It's alongside Danny C. LFC Ben's taken the lead.
So he's done Clayjacks into the chase, coming up into the chase, it would seem. Yeah, so they're in the lead now. So this is a great position for Tyler here. So we're on board with Danny, who's dropping back. He's hemorrhaging places. He's not got damage, but that's Tyler. That's a feather in the cap for Tyler to do Danny C at the chase.
And he's not holding back either, is he? He's right up behind Haydo, so he's having a fantastic run, is Tyler. Oh, he's just caught the grass on the exit, spun. I don't know whether he hit the wall.
Who was that, Tyler?
That was Tyler. No, he hasn't got damage, so he just ran a fraction wide coming into Murray's here. I think he looked down the inside of Haydo. Yeah, ran a bit wide on the exit.
Oh.
Absolutely sideways. Did he hit the wall? I don't think he did. I think he saved it. Fair play.
He kept it out of the wall, but let's just go back because Clayjacks has retaken the lead before they've got to the mountain section, so that's coming down the mountain straight. So let's just go on board with Ben and let's just see the view he gets. Look at this for a touring car view. They're coming up the mountain here. You've got to put
Ben
full trust in the car in front. He knows Clayjax knows this track. Just one mistake and it takes them both out. This is incredibly close.
Well, I'm not sure what actual view Ben uses to race with. If he's on the bumper cam, he cannot see anything going up there because he's just got a complete screen and a complete face full of Renault in front of him, hasn't he?
It's showing a 10th or 2/10ths gap. That's nowhere near 2/10ths. 2000s maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, he's rubbing the sticker off the front of the car, wasn't he?
But Marty has found himself a bit after all these collisions. But he's up in 3rd place at the moment. He's got a penalty of a half a second, but he's got a decent gap to Glowing, who must have had some sort of incident here. In 4th place with Captain breathing all down his neck here, but Haydo is right on the back of Captain. So are we going to see a move from Haydo here? We certainly are. He's giving Captain a wave. He's got the inside line for here, but Captain has got the inside line for the chase, which is the better position. But can Haydo keep it on the inside for the next corner?
Danny. Watch out for Danny, because he's got the run on the bear of them now. So he's got looking down the inside of Haydo for Murray's. Is he going to get that done? He's in position. Haydo's seen him, gives him room.
But
no,
Danny's backed out.
Of it. I thought Danny was going to get both of them then, the amount of pace he had through that corner. But Danny all the way down, he started in 2nd, he's all the way down in 7th and is properly struggling to get through these guys, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just going to go quickly back down to Legion, who's back of the grid. I don't think he's expecting much, but he's still hanging on. I didn't know he had a broken hand. I'd rather he didn't race, to be honest. But Swifty in 10th place, having a great little battle with Ekberg. But
Ben has got the lead back from
he has,
from
well
Clayjax.
spotted. Oh, you say that?
Well, yeah, kind of has. Clayjax hasn't given up. So this is just going to be complete cat and mouse now, isn't it? Because whoever's behind gets the slipstream. They're going to follow each other all the way over the hill, and then whoever's behind is going to have the slipstream going down.
As Ben has made a little bit of a mistake coming up over there, up towards the skyline, which has slowed him.
Clayjax.
But I don't think Clayjax will make a move. The only chance he's got is on this straight here, but with the speed Ben's got, I don't think Clayjax will go for it. Ben will defend here. Clayjax will wait, as Adam said there, for the slipstream down Conrod, but then it's going to be reversed again. I can see they've got... Incredibly, we're only a third way through the race, Adam.
Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous, isn't it? It's gone quick to a point, but...
Danny C has cleared Haydo and Captain into 5th place. He's now on the hunt for Glowing Gold. Up ahead with a 2.3 second gap, but as we saw in the distance there, Glowing is right on the back of Marty.
Yeah,
so
Marty had a penalty,
3rd.
Don't forget, so he's obviously lost a bit of time on the last lap through that penalty. Glowing's got the toe now. This is what we've been seeing up at the front between the leaders. As Glowing looks down the inside, that's where the toe
this
really
is risky,
helps.
but he's managed to get it done before the chase. Can he get it stopped? Well held, he has, but Marty won't give up on that. We could see
he's got the lead back again. It's just going to, every time they get to a straight, they're going to be swapping positions.
That's happened at the bottom of Conrod.
So Ben's in 2nd position now, but he's going to be going to get the toe going up the hill, and potentially get the lead back again as they go up here. So.
Is he close enough to get it on the mountain straight though, before they go up the mountain?
It's possible. He might want to try and just change this routine a little bit, because if it keeps in this pattern, Clayjax will be behind him going down the Conrod straight and get him back.
He's going for a move, as we see a move here.
Down the inside, Clayjax gives him room.
Nicely done. They know there's no point in fighting it, because he's got a chance of getting it back, as Adam was touching on before.
Yeah, but Clayjax is now in the favourable position because he's behind Ben going onto the Conrod straight, and if it keeps in this pattern as they go on to the last lap, as Ben goes sideways, Clayjax gets a move round the outside. No damage from Ben, but
we'll just have a quick replay of this and see. Just got on the throttle just a touch too early, and just lost the back end coming round this left-hander.
Oh, it's so easy to do through this corner though, isn't it? He ran a bit wide. Don't think he touched the wall actually, he was close to it if he didn't.
No, but Clayjax has got there. I'm running this race, I'm trying to create the... this is running at sunset. trying to recreate the Bathurst 12 hours, but over 2 races. That's what my theory is. That's what I've tried to do.
Oh, a bit wide there from Ben. That's lost him a run on the Conrod now, so he's lost a little bit of time to Clayjacks. He'll be in the tow, but he's not going to get him on this lap.
So the gap to Glowing Gold is 5 seconds. So Ben doesn't have to worry too much about defending at the moment, but you can see it's very close between Glowing and Marty here. Now Marty's managed to get the tow from Glowing. Can he make him? He's pushing Glowing down Conrod Straight here. Nice and tidy through the chase. Tyler still in 8th place for Independent Nissan, with Matthias 1.7 seconds back. So Tyler's having a really good run tonight, and Danny's still in 5th place. He's not managed to close the gap between himself and Marty. I'm just going to see the gap.
Marty and Glowing are fighting, so that might come down. They've still got 5 minutes of this, just over 5 minutes of this race to go, so there's plenty of time for Danny. We know he's quick because he was up on the second position in qualifying, wasn't he? So he's got the pace to catch these guys. But
that's
he's pulling
right.
Captain along with him.
He is pulling him along, but he's not closed the gap since we looked on the last lap. It's still been about 2.5 seconds, and Marty has got the benefit of the slip from Glowing Gold. Now, I've got a feeling we're going to see a change of position here with them being so close. Marty may well go for a move here, coming out of Forest Elbow onto Conrod Straight. But as we see the top 2, Clayjacks, the gap is still, look at this. Oh, it's a whopping 4 tenths between them. Wow.
Yeah, but look at who's got the fastest lap. It is Ben, and that is crucial for the championship
It is
fight.
well spotted, Adam. And he's actually the fastest lap is quicker than Clayjacks' pole. His pole lap.
Clayjacks is a 13.2, and that's a 13.1, so that's benefit of the slipstream. So if Ben can get a good run out of this corner now, as they come down, a little bit of a lock up there from Clayjacks, close to the wall, as was Ben.
Will Clayjacks play a little bit of mind games here, let Ben pass to see if he can use the tow to get the fastest lap and then overtake him and get the win?
I mean, he's capable of doing it, and I'm sure it's crossed his mind. But at the same time, if you're leading, why would you give it up? So Ben not closing him down at this moment in time. Clayjacks needs to win more than he does the extra point. So
the points far more valuable. The win points for the win. So we see the sun beginning to fade here now at Bathurst.
So Ben has closed up a little bit going through the chicane there, and has really closed up going into Murray's. So this is going to give him the favourable position going up the hill.
Just going to focus on the.
Is he going to do anything about it?
Just going to go down to Danny and see.
12.8 by Ben on that lap.
Wow.
That is absolutely ridiculous.
I think there's a steward's inquiry for that, Adam, do you think?
Yeah, he's got nitrous or something.
Yeah, something, So he's
or red mist.
Yeah, red mist from the LFC fan. That's, yeah.
Marty's going alongside Glowing, going up the hill. Where is he? Side by side.
This
Come on, Glowing, give him some room.
Give him some room.
Marty's not going to do anything stupid. He's a really clever driver, is Marty. He knows when to back out of battles.
I'm just going to focus on this and just making sure there's no, as Captain used to say, ballbaggery. Speaking of Captain, we had a nice chat with Captain over the week this afternoon, so it's good to hear Captain's doing well. Expecting a new arrival in about 2 or 3 weeks, so all the best to himself and Marie. Wait for the new arrival, so it's the calm before the storm, as they say, Adam. Yeah.
I can't comment on that. I don't have any kids. That's probably why.
Yeah. So let's see if.
Well, we got a slide there from Glowing. He hit the wall, and that's given Marty the opportunity to get through now. So Marty's making good his escape.
I'm just going to quickly focus on the top, so you see what the gap is at the top. He's pulled out. He's still in the slipstream, but I'm just going to go down to Tyler. Tyler's made up a position from 8th to 7th. So he's in a bit of clear
mistake.
That's right.
That's what's dropped him down into 9th. So that's put Tyler up into 7th.
So Tyler is the lead independent at the moment, so he's going to score some really good points here. That's a really good finishing position. 7th. Is it his highest? It's certainly one of his highest.
He's had a top 10. I don't think he's had. I'd have to go through and check, but I think he's been in the points. He has scored championship points overall. He has won an independence race before as well. So, but yeah, he's not that far off a captain either, is he?
I was just going to say he's closing up on Rydell's Volvo. So captain's got to be careful here. So he's just outside the slipstream. So with 1 minute to go on this race now, let's just quickly go down to...
Oh, Ben has really caught up with
Legion
Jacks.
has pulled out, which I'm grateful for, to be honest. I don't want anybody putting their health at risk, not for a game. So Roos is enjoying himself here in the Team Peugeot. So Ekberg is in 10th place at the moment. So we're approaching 40 seconds now, so we're going to go to the leaders and just see if Battle Royale emerges here as they're going over the skyline potentially. Yeah, this is for the last time. There's Clayjack's
switch.
Yeah, there's a bit of a twitch. I'm not going to go for the replay, not with this amount of time left.
Ben's closed up, but he needs an absolutely mighty run through the final corner to get the toe.
He needs the best drive out of Forest Elbow, which is this corner here. He needs to get right on the back of Clayjack here to stand any chance.
I think he's just a bit too far back. I think Clayjack's has possibly got this. Let's have a look. On board, Clayjack's moving around,
break the toe.
Desperately trying to break the toe. I don't think Ben's going to have this. He's going to need to be really super
He's flashing the lights at Clayjack's. I'm coming for you, says LFC Ben. Hold on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen. Is this going to be a move into the chase, as he did in the Bathurst 12 hours? No, not this time. But Clayjack's has got this nailed. He's very close. He could try a lunge into Murray's, but I don't think he's doing it. Clayjack's will be wise to that. He is. Oh, he did try. I thought he might. But look at
Tried everything.
Wow.
Tried everything, but fair play.
That is Clayjack's coming over the line. Mission accomplished. Race 1 win. Unfortunately, didn't pick up the fastest lap. Well, guys, thank you ever so much. What a fantastic race, not just you two, but wow, Clayjack's to LFC Ben. That was a wild ride from start to finish. But plenty of entertainment there. Glowing actually did manage to recover that and got 3rd place from Marty. So maybe Marty had a bit of an incident. Uncharacteristically, Danny in 5th place. That's your top 5. We'll get to the full results table. We've got a minute and a half to wait, so I can probably run through these. As we see Clayjack's and Rooster running Charlie Cox's Ford Mondeo coming over the line to complete the race. It's great. They all stick the race out, no matter where they are. And it's getting a familiar sight, that, isn't it? Race win, Clayjack's.
Yeah, much to everybody else's disgust, but it's making it interesting in the championship.
He was in a nicest possible way. He was called a menace in the Discord chat. So go on, Adam. I'm just going to get a quick drink. I'm just going to mute for a second so you can run through these.
So we'll take a picture of that as well while I'm doing it. So yeah, Clayjack's just about saw off Ben for the win. Considering the pace that Clayjack's had in qualifying and where Ben started in 3rd, that is a fantastically close race, isn't it? But Clayjack takes the win, the important 15 points for that. But Ben takes the fastest lap, finishing in 2nd. So that's kind of stemmed the flow a little bit. It's not as big a gap as he would have liked, but nevertheless, he still finished in 2nd. Glowing managed to recover, as Jimmy said, in 3rd place in Patrick Watts' Peugeot. Marty in 4th place. Danny in C, which he must have had an incident somewhere along the line. We saw he got tangled up in a bit of a battle early on.
Mazda for Glowing, Adam.
What did I say?
Peugeot.
I'm
Come
sorry.
on, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first.
Well,
Adam got one wrong.
You know why? Because Patrick Watts, I'm
did,
used to seeing him in a Peugeot, so that's I
I've
got
caught
confused.
him out. Well, it had to happen. It took until round 8 for it to happen.
He spent most of his career in a Peugeot, so yeah. But no, fair.
Sorry
fair
for the
enough.
interruption there, but I had to.
No, that's all right. You had to
it.
get it in, didn't you?
I did.
Didn't want to miss that opportunity. Captain came home in a fantastic 6th place, representing Rydell's Volvo. I've got that one right. That's a Volvo. Make sure. Tyler in 7th, so he's won the Independence. That's a great result for Tyler there. 8th place is Matthias. In 2nd in the Independence. Haydo had a fantastic run early on in the race and unfortunately slipped back a little bit, finishing in 9th place for Team BMW. Ekberg in 10th in the Mondeo. Brewster coming home in 11th place for Charlie Cox's Mondeo. Swifty finishing in 12th place, and Legion obviously had to retire, which is completely understandable as he's driving around with a broken hand. So we don't mind that. Although having said that, Haydo was driving around with a broken wheel. So I mean, which one's worse?
Both.
Okay.
But what a result! Some surprise results there. Do you think, Adam?
Well, yeah, I'm impressed by Tyler.
Good and bad.
Yeah, surprised by Tyler finishing where he did, and surprised by Danny finishing where he did as well. So, yeah, really going to make life interesting for this feature race. That's for sure.
It certainly is. I'm just going to make sure I've got the replay. So, guess what's coming for the feature race, Adam? If I'm trying to do the Bathurst 12-hour.
Well, it's going to get a little bit night-timey, isn't it? I think.
Do you think?
I reckon so. If you're doing the 12 hours.
So, let's. I'm just going to put the usual message up. Hopefully, this will not starting. Not that one yet. Oh. That's why. Don't start qualifying. I've done that once before. Right, this is where you look away, Adam.
Yep.
So I'm going to load the feature race. Now, ladies and gentlemen, tuning in for the first time, just quickly, this is a endurance race, 30-minute endurance with tyre wear and fuel usage, none of which the values are available to them until this moment now when I open the lobby. So no one knows what they are. So they're going to get 10 minutes practice, not to get practice the circuit, but just to see what the tyre wear and see what sort of wear rate it is and what neat tyres they're going to choose to start on. No qualifying, as the grid is going to be set by myself using the finishing positions from the sprint race in reverse order. So custom weather. No rain. Doesn't rain in Australia, apparently. Rolling start this time for the feature, so should help to spread the grid out going into the mountain for the first time. Usual settings, so ladies and gentlemen, or people watching the stream, there are your tyre and fuel usage and refuel rate. They start on a default of 85 litres in the feature race, so it's not a full tank, so that's something to bear in mind. So let's get this room open. Hang on a minute, Adam. I think I've just had a radio call that there's been a power cut at the circuit or something.
Oh, good. That'd explain. Oh, yeah, yeah. Having said that, you did a night race on. I can't remember whether it was last season or the season before, and every time they went over the top of the hill, and it was definitely here at Bathurst, they went over the top of the hill, and as they were scraping the wall, you could see all the sparks coming off the side of the car. So this is going to be really interesting. Going to make for some great photos, I think.
Hopefully, yes. We give the legend Ekberg a break last week because I wanted to get some good shots. I was messing around. Danny Marty, Ekberg has really inspired everyone in the community to do these photos because you've mentioned it countless times, Adam. He produces these stunning photos, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's really got a good eye for the photos, and when you create the weather the way that you do, and the time of day and everything, the way that the lighting goes, it really just works to his strengths even further. So, he really does do a fantastic job with the pictures. But as you say, he's inspired so many others to do the same. So we're inundated with fantastic photos to the point where it's difficult to choose between them now.
Yeah, well, we're gonna get the grid set while these are having a bit of a practice. So if you just bear with us 2 seconds, while myself and Adam set the grid, and then we'll get back to the cars on the track. So Adam, have you got? I'm assuming Legion's not going to be part of this. I don't want him to be. Not that. Has he just joined?
He's jumped in, and because that would put him on pole, wouldn't it? If he started. So, and we need Ekberg to get into his car.
Why? Every week. Don't they know the drill by now?
It's probably just disappeared for a toilet break and then forgotten to enter. There he goes. He's in.
And Legion's come out.
Legion's jumped out. Fair play. You can stay in and watch Legion. We don't mind that, but we'd much rather you not make your hand any worse, mate.
Yeah, I don't want you to race. We'll yeah, it's only a game.
Well, we want you to race. We just don't want you to hurt yourself any further.
That's right. So. Yeah. So let's change the grid order. Right. I know this one, and I love doing this one. Ooh.
Straight the way down to the bottom. Correct. LFC Ben then is next in line. Then it's Glowing Gold. Then Marty. Then Danny C. Then it's Captain. Then it's Tyler.
Ooh, wow. Yep.
Then Matthias. Then Hado. Ekberg. Rooster and Swifty on pole.
Okay, so this is Ty. I just run quickly through this to make sure I've got the grid order right, so I don't disadvantage anybody or give anybody an advantage. So we've got Swifty on pole, Adam, followed by Rooster, Ekberg, Hado, Matthias, Tyler, Captain, Danny C, Marty, Glowing Gold, LFC Ben, and Clayjacks at the back of the grid.
Correct.
Cool. So apply that, and we can now have it. Sorry. So, right. Let's get the race info on and get the driver names off. And 2 laps, Adam. Wow.
Yeah. That's all right. That's fine. It gives them a bit of a taster for what's going to be happening by the looks of this. It's going to be running into the night, I reckon. I don't actually know what the weather's going to do, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, I know there's no rain, but I don't know what Jimmy set this up to. I can only go by his past performances.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Well, yeah. I'm not sure everybody else will when they see how the conditions go, but yeah, it's going to be a tricky one, this, because obviously they're going to have to be mindful about the tyre wear. They're going to have to be mindful about the fuel usage. They're going to have to be mindful about the pit entry. That's another key element. But Clayjacks, we know he's got the pace. We know Ben's got the pace, but they've now got to make it through the field and get past everybody. And when they're at the back, if somebody at the front makes a bit of a mistake, they can get caught up in an incident, and that's really going to put them back. So they've got to be very, very careful early on.
We should get some mentioning. You just well, finish it off, Adam, because I was just going to say
the brakes glowing hard as well. We've got glowing at the front at the moment, but it was the brakes on Clayjacks' car glowing as he's braking all the way down into the chicane there, coming off the Conrod. Going to be seeing a lot of that.
So we've got Clayjacks testing the mediums. We've got let's see, Glowing Gold is testing the mediums also, so he's done 3 laps, but I don't know whether he's got a hole in his fuel tank, but that looks quite low.
Well, Well, we know that he's good on fuel, and we've seen him do it before. So glowing, making the brakes glow.
Very apt. So we got the 6 minutes into the not qualifying, into the practice, just to see what tyres they're best starting on. But looking at the wear on the mediums, and then looking at the wear, I think Tyler was on hards. Yeah, so he's had a bit of a contact there, so that's some damage for Tyler. We won't be too worried about that at the moment. Get that out of the way first. But Ekberg wasn't a big fan of this track, I believe.
No, he didn't do his best run, I don't think, in that first race. But he's all right on the strategies. I think he's learnt his lesson from, when was it, Dragon Trail, when he put too much fuel in the car. He was on for a better.
Oh, that's right.
He was a better result for that one if he just fueled enough rather than putting a fuel tank in. So I think he's learnt his lesson from that. But you know, he's Swedish. He's used to being in the dark. So
that's right.
He might run well round here. You never know.
You never know. Yeah, but what they've got to use. For those of you tuning in to watch, first of all, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. The rules for this are pretty straightforward. They've got to use both compounds during the race. They may need to use them more than once. That's entirely up to them. There's no minimum time, but they must use the racing mediums and the racing hards during this endurance race. So you could see one stop, you could see two, you could see three. Might be for fuel. So I've got a feeling that they've got some. They'll be sat in the pits now, or they'll be getting the paper and pencils out and scribbling away furiously, trying to work out what the best strategy is. But Glowing Gold has lit the tables up at the moment with a 216. I'm not sure what tyres that was on, but yeah, so you see the flames shooting out the back of there of Anthony Reid's Mondeo.
Was it Tyler Man who said that he's got spotters working for him?
He is. He's got his pit crew.
So has his pit crew got about 17 calculators between them trying to work out the strategy for the fuel?
Well, I think he's due a refund after last week.
yeah, they didn't get it quite right, did they? Stay out, come in,
yeah,
and he stayed out.
Yeah, we had the Ferrari, we had the traditional Ferrari box, stay out. Yeah, we had that. So, yeah, I think he's due a free. I don't think he's going to pay him this week, but
no, he's made them travel to Australia free of charge. So
that's right. It's on their own.
It's on their own back.
On their own back. Yeah. So we see what. I'm sure Tyler's got his spotters. He's got members of the SHP Motorsports crew. For those of you who haven't heard, they do same sort of racing as we do, but they also do police roleplay on Le Sard, or Le Mans as we know it. Great fun. Chilled out lobby, have a few beers, relax on a Friday night. And it's quite realistic. Give you tickets. Tyler's one of the troopers. So, yeah. He'll be the one speeding tonight without any fear of getting a ticket.
Well, he was speeding quite well in the first race, wasn't he? And managed to get 7th overall. So practicing the pit entry, you see how tight it is there.
It's
so
very,
easy,
very tight.
So easy. I've just seen in the chat some random bloke called Bob has said the lap times are slower than a road legal car. Well, that's fine. Yes, that's all right. You can jump into the reserves and show us the skills that you've got.
A road legal car.
Next round. Depends on what road legal car he's talking about, I think.
Well, yes, if it's a road legal Skyline or something, and yeah, maybe. I was noticing Clay Jackson said he had to drive the bloody wheels off that car to keep ahead with the tow. Good God, he says. So we've had 10 minutes of practice now, so I'm going to come out of this. So I'll just put the usual starting soon. And I'll put the usual. So it should come up now. Choose starting tyres that they want to start on. So who's your money on, Adam? Come on, we have this every week.
Yeah, we do. Well, I mean, you'd be hard pressed to bet against Clayjacks with the mood that he's in, but he didn't have it all his own way in the sprint race, did he? So I think it's possibly going to be between. It's got to be between Clayjacks, Ben, and Danny, isn't it? Because Danny's going to be starting ahead of him. He's going to be trying to make a bit of a reprieve. We know how good he is on strategy, but they've all got to make it through the guys who were technically slower in the first race. So, yeah, it depends on the start of the race and what tyres they're on and how they work their strategy. But I think I've got to go Clayjacks.
Okay.
That was a long way of saying that. It was a long walk for a short drink of water, I'm afraid. But
yeah, I'm gonna go out of the box here. I'm gonna maybe not win it. If you're going for the win, then I'd have to choose. I'm not ruling out Danny C. If I'm going for the win, it's between Danny C and Ben. I know Adam's already chosen Clayjacks, but you can never rule out Marty. We know how good Marty is at times, but it's still down to strategy. But
it is dry.
It is.
He's good in the wet, and mind you, he did get driver of the day last time out, didn't he? And for a fantastic strategy. So
ghost car will win, says Legion.
Well, that's all right if he does. If it's a ghost car, that means we don't actually have to look at the livery.
Come on, give us a countdown then.
Right, okay, here we go then. Round 8, it's the feature race here at Bathurst, Mount Panorama. We've got a rolling start and we've got Clayjacks at the back. So here we go on 3, 2, 1. Let's get it going.
Hold on to your hats.
It's going to be hectic the first couple of corners, even though it's a rolling start. Get myself comfy. I've got my drink ready. So Swifty is on pole position. He's got Rooster in behind him, Ekberg and Haydo and Matthias taking out the top 5. Rolling start as it always is for a feature race. Off they go. So Swifty is starting on the mediums. 85% fuel, remember, so it's not a full tank. So they've got to think about their fuel, they've got to think about their tyre wear. Away they go. So it should be a quite straightforward run into the first turn now. As it's a rolling start, it should be quite straightforward. Nobody should be making any drastic moves. And Swifty leads them all the way up the hill now. And we just got to keep our eye on the background for the likes of Clayjacks, for Danny C.
I'm just going to go in 7th place just to put it in the midfield, just to see if we get any moves. So we got Danny C. Right, we see a move here
pressure
already from Danny C. Can he make the moves?
Yeah, Captain's seen him. Not going to hold up Danny C.
But Glowing Gold has now got the Wolves behind him. He's now got LFC, Ben, and Clayjacks for company. So let's just go down.
They're coming into the tight sector. There's a yellow flag somewhere, so something's happened up in front.
That's further ahead. Let's just go back up to the top because Haydo is right at the top. As you see him coming up to the skyline now. This is a crucial section.
Well, Rooster's absolutely disappeared. Where's Rooster gone? Oh no, there he is. I couldn't see him for a minute there. I thought he'd disappeared. So where's the Peugeot gone of Swifty? Perhaps Swifty was the reason that we had the yellow flag.
We've lost a rider. We've lost a driver.
Perhaps he.
I don't like to see. Let's just see if he. Yes, we have lost a driver. I'm not 100% certain why, but that's very disappointing. So we've got Ekberg leading the way currently after an incident at the top. Danny C's made up 3 positions from 8th. And we've seen LFC Ben just creeping onto into the top 8 now, so he has managed to keep Clayjacks at bay, which is a feat in itself. But this could all change, as we saw in the last sprint race. So let's just see how close these two are. A lot further back than I thought. There's a
yeah, they are a little bit further back, but they're just taking their time. They're not really pressing.
We see Glowing is going for a move here.
Swifty said his wheel's disconnected. That's a
shame. No way. These wheels, I tell you what, the amount of issues that they're having with wheels these days.
Yeah.
But Glowing is like a rolling roadblock at the moment. He's not doing Ben any favours here. Ben's trying to follow Danny through, so let's just go on board with Ben and see what he can see. Look at this for a touring car view. So Glowing is turning that Mazda into a bit like a truck or a bus, and
Tyler moves to cover, so we've got a head of steam. Where's Ben going to go?
Hang on a minute, I'm coming out of this.
Back out of it, give each other room. You can't win it all on this lap. Danny's been shuffled out, and Clayjax has made his move up as well. So that's Clayjax up to 7th. Oh, Glowing and twitch.
Yeah, Glowing and Matthias having a bit of a tussle here coming up the mountain. But yeah, it really is a bit of a roadblock at the moment, Glowing. But LFC Ben's desperately trying to make a move as he sees him getting past Matthias. So now we could see a move. So that's Ben up into 5th place with Clayjax currently in 7th with... Yeah, that'll give Ben a sigh of relief with having Matthias in between him. But he's really hustling Glowing here.
I was holding my breath all the way along there because I could see it all coming to grief, because Glowing is all over the road at the moment. Everybody trying to get past him and having to go left, right. And there's no room over the top of the hill to go side by side. Ben managed to see a gap and make his way up through, but Tyler is still hanging on. He's in 3rd at the moment, as Haydo and Ekberg have just disappeared off into the distance, so quite literally into the sunset.
I'm just going to see what tyres. Yeah, they're both on the same tyres. So Ben's losing. This is costing Ben fuel and tyres. But Glowing's got every right to defend. But he's now going for a move on Tyler. He had a look, not close enough at this point.
That slowed him up on the exit, so he's got Ben all over the back of him now, so Ben could have a look down the inside into Murray's if he's brave enough, but he's got Clayjax behind him, so he's got to think about what Clayjax is doing. They're making their way through the field, obviously, don't forget, from the back. So Clayjax has got to run. They're being held up a little bit by Tyler, but he's still racing well, is Tyler.
Yeah, as Ben goes to make the move.
Inside.
He's trying it.
Contact. Oh, a little bit of a nudge, a little bit of a tickle between Clayjax and Ben. That's given Clayjax a bit of a run. It
has, yeah, but Glowing's just got a little bit of a gap at the moment. But Tyler's doing well to maintain this. He's consistent, but see Glowing coming down the mountain straight here. Tyler's forcing him to go around the long way round.
So Glowing's gone down the inside of Clayjax. He's got that position back, so that was a good run there by Matthias. He obviously made advantage of the fact that Ben and Clayjax got together into the first turn. So that's put Clayjax has gone back round the outside of him now.
But he's caught the wall, so that's going to give Matthias a bit of a G up here, knowing that he's not infallible, is Clayjax.
Clayjax has started on the mediums, which I'm surprised by. I thought he was going to be starting on the hards.
But we know Clayjax is good on tyres compared to just as a comparison. I'm sure Ekberg started on the mediums, so just keep an eye on what Clayjax's wear is there. Yeah, well, Ekberg's is the same.
It's pretty much the same. Yeah, it's not too bad.
Have we seen any hard runners yet?
I haven't noticed. I haven't actually been looking, to be honest. I've been holding my breath waiting for them all to crash over the top of the hill, but it hasn't happened yet.
There's our first. We've got Marty on the hards.
Marty on the hards, and he's not being dropped either, is he? Well, everybody in front of him is fighting. He's still hanging on. So Clayjax isn't that far ahead of him, really. You can see Clayjax in the distance there, just going under the bridge. So Marty right on the back, a captain who I think was on the mediums.
So Marty could. He's in a bit of an advantage at the moment. I'm not sure what captain's on.
Captain's on
the medium. So Marty would appear at the moment. Well, we didn't know what Danny started on. So at the moment, it would appear that we've only got one hard runner. Now that could be a masterstroke. But is he going to have the fuel to get the overcut? That's the question.
That's the other question. He might be good on tyres, but he's running the same fuel level as everybody else. So, a bit of a twitch there from Matthias, I think it was.
But meanwhile, we've got Clayjax moving up into 5th place, 1.5 off LFC Ben. But Glowing Gold is still managing to hold this 3rd position here. He's still he's not managed to. He's defending for all he's worth here. He knows how quick Ben is, and he's basically, as we see Ben here going for a move. This is his chance down the inside. If Ben can get this done,
Get it
give him
stopped.
plenty
He's
of
got this
room.
done.
Yeah, he's got that done. We'll just go for a quick replay of that move from Ben. So this is his perfect opportunity. As we see him teeing him up, come down the mountain straight here. So that's automatically put Glowing at a disadvantage on the outside here. But the previous lap, Glowing did manage to make a pass around the outside. But it was a fair pass as they're coming up to the mountain. So that has given Ben now the best opportunity now to get the hammer down. As Lewis would say, it's hammer time. So can he pull out enough of a lead now? Because he made it incredibly difficult, but fair, I will say. He was entitled to defend his position on track. Now, if he makes this as hard for Clayjax as he did for Ben, that is going to give Ben, he'd be rubbing his hands. Because he's a tough character, he's Glowing, isn't he?
Yeah,
Adam.
he's very difficult to fight against, because he really does put the car in the position where you want to be, and he doesn't give up. Even if you're alongside him, he will continue to fight with you. So he's a strong driver, is Glowing when it comes to trying to pass him. But Clayjax, we know he's got the pace. He's not going to do anything down.
Flash of the lights.
Flash of the lights. Got the overspeed on the slipstream. Down the inside. Now all he's got to do is brake at the right point. Hope that Glowing doesn't try to outbrake him, which he's trying to. So they're still side by side. A little bit wide there. Oh, is that going to be a penalty? No. Oh, well, they're still side by side. I think Glowing's on the grass, and Glowing is now decided to pit. So Glowing is the first of the pit runners. Yeah, down the inside there, side by side. And as Clayjax came back on the circuit, that just pushed Glowing straight off, and that's he's decided, well, I've lost a bit of time there, I'll just come into the pits.
But Glowing he wasn't going to get another lap out of that tank, so
no,
it was.
Well, he's got a second penalty as well, because he braked too late going into the pit lane.
So that's going to cost him quite a bit there. So we've also seen Tyler come in from 8th position. Meanwhile, Haydo has stayed out. So let's just see where Marty is in all this. So Marty is going to be quite high up on the... See, Marty's got another 2 laps of fuel. So let's just see. So Danny has also stayed out. But they've got virtually a full lap. I don't know if this is going to actually benefit Marty.
Well, it is and it isn't, in as much that he's going to be on the faster tyre towards the end of the race, but it's the tyre wear that he's got to then consider, isn't it? So,
but if they've only got 5 laps, or 4 laps, out of the mediums, they've got, I would say, a 30-minute race. What, a 2-minute?
They're going to have to do another stop.
They're going to have to. It's going to be
a one-stop.
I'd say a 13 to 14 lap race. So that leaves, even with the multiplier between the mediums and hards, is 1.5. So that's still 6. I'd be surprised if anyone can do. If someone can do a one-stop on this, then that is. I'd be amazed if they can. But we'll just go back to the leader, the live leader at the moment, who will be coming into the pits.
Lap. Congratulations, said Glowing to Clayjax.
So very early.
What that was all about.
Very early congratulations, considering it's only lap 5. That's maybe Glowing's got the champagne out already.
We're going to be seeing Haydo coming in. We'll probably see Ekberg coming in, and I wouldn't be at all surprised to see LFC Ben following suit as well. So,
that was a bit of a late. That was a bit of a late entry.
No, that's okay. You don't get the penalty for the line. You get the penalty for the grass, I think. So he should be all right. So Ekberg's followed in.
Interestingly, Clayjax and LFC Ben.
And
they're
Danny.
all right. Now let's see where.
So what does Marty do? It's going to be for fuel if he doesn't. No, Marty's staying out. He's going past everybody. Look, so Marty's staying out. What's he
but
like
he's only got
fuels?
1 more lap.
He's only got 1 more lap, but he's got the tyres, so he's okay as long as he knows that he's. It depends on what setting he's put on his fuel, doesn't it? It depends on what engine mode he's running in.
Well, he's not going to be able to go full. I wouldn't have said he's going to be in the quickest fuel map, which is 1.
No,
the slowest
not.
Being 6. I would say he's going to have to be on 4 or 5 to get this extra lap.
Yeah, I was going to say 3 or 4. It's definitely not going to be at the top, is it? And of course he's on the harder tyres, so everybody behind him is going to be on the medium tyres now with a full tank of fuel. and they're going to be able to put the hammer down. So this isn't, he's not out of it yet, because obviously
Well, no, they
everybody's
might
going
have
to
gone
have
on to
to...
the hards.
Well,
No, they are. Yeah, you're right. LFC Ben's
Yeah.
gone on to the mediums.
Yeah, because they don't want to go onto the hards for any longer than they have to. So he's got half-second penalty, which is unfortunate, but he's going to have to... Well, he doesn't have to run the hards now. He's got that out of the way, so he can do the next 2 stops and put mediums on. So he's going to be on the faster tyre at the end stint.
He is, but the pit loss is roughly 25 to 30 seconds, so he could find himself emerging, I would say... I've got this wrong before. I would say 6th, somewhere around 6th, I would say. 6th or 7th, possibly.
That's roughly where he was, bearing in mind he's going to have lose about a second and a half here, because he's got a penalty.
Yeah, so LFC Ben is now...
3-second penalty for LFC Ben.
That is unfortunate, so that is going to bring Clayjacks. That's not what LFC Ben wanted to see. Make that 4
seconds now.
He's collecting them as he's going round. That is a disaster for LFC Ben.
You don't get any bonus points in the championship for penalties, that's
No,
for sure.
you don't want the points you want are for the race win, not the penalty points. Wrong type, I'm sorry, Ben, but yeah, that's going to bring... He's going to lose to Haydo at this rate. So let's just see where Clayjacks is now flying past him.
Where's Haydo?
Right behind him.
Speed. No, I think he's going to get up to speed quickly enough. But that really is not, as you said, that is... Oh no, because Haydo has gone round the outside of him, so that has put Haydo up into 3rd.
And now we see Marty coming in from the lead, so we know that the Clayjacks is coming down through the chase here, going down to Murray's. So let's just see where this...
Danny is only in 6th.
I know, in 6th place, but it is... What tyres has Danny... Danny's gone for the hards, not the mediums, interestingly, on his 2nd stop. So is Danny trying to do a 1-stop on this? The only reason
he's going to lose so much time trying to do that.
The only reason you do to go on the hards for the 2nd stint is you're going to do a 1-stop. If he thinks he can pull that off, but he's got to fight all these guys. Tyler in a live 6th place. That's incredible. So where did it actually bring out? It brought Marty out in 8th place.
So he did lose quite a bit, but he's on the mediums with a full tank of fuel, and if he does need to pit again, he's going to be on the mediums again. He doesn't need to run the hard tyres, so
that's right.
He's not completely out of this yet. I'm just confused as to Danny's strategy, because he's just lost a position now to Tyler and Matthias, and he's down to 7th place. So
but those two really are definitely on mediums. That's right. Yeah, but is he thinking this will come back to him?
He might do, but I can't see how
he's quick enough. He's got the pace, but
yeah, but he's going to have to go so slowly to conserve his tyres and his fuel, and then he's not going to have anything at the end when everybody else is going to be pitting. So.
Or is he just trying to get the overcut on the 2nd stint? That might be his game. But
go on to the faster tyres maybe at the end, but he's going to lose too much time in this stint to do that.
He's not going to have the advantage. As you see. Yeah, it's
as if we know what we're talking about. We're just the commentators, we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, I didn't run this too dark for obvious reasons because of the dipper. So I run it at sort of twilight into...
I was expecting it to go dark. What's wrong with you?
Well...
You're getting too soft in your old age.
I am, aren't I? But I could be saving it to another race.
Make up for it in the next one. Bring your umbrellas next week then, ladies and gentlemen. That can only be one
next
thing.
Week?
Yeah.
I don't think...
I don't know where we're racing next week.
Oh, right. There's a chance, Adam. But meanwhile, Clayjacks is also on the hard tyres, interestingly.
Yeah, but he's got track position, so
it's beneficial for him.
Yeah, it's a bit more of an advantage for him over the likes of Danny C and Marty, who have obviously Marty's on the mediums now. But yeah, what was Ben on? Was he on the mediums again?
Ben was on the mediums.
So he's still got to run the hards then, as Ben.
And Ben is going to be coming in at the end of this lap.
That's an interesting strategy.
He's misjudged his fuel.
Well, I don't know. Because I don't know if he does a full tank, But he's then got to be on the hards, but he's then good to the end. So
it all hinges on whether Clayjax has got a pit again.
well, Clayjax, we know, has got the skills to judge it to the absolute perfection. We've seen this before. He's not going to do that on fuel.
He's not going to do this. He's not going
to do that on fuel. Even in that Renault, we know how frugal it is on the fuel.
We know how good it is. But just going back to Carl's car, driven by Captain this week. Steady pair of hands, taking Rydell's Volvo round here at Bathurst.
Yeah, it might be Carl on holiday, but Marty's behind him and thinks it's Carl, doesn't he? Because he's always facing Carl.
So the formation formed again. So yeah, they're always having it's like just on a replay, this, isn't it, with these two cars? We always see it every week.
Yeah, well, as I always said before, Cleland used to sell Volvos in real life, even though he raced for Vauxhall. So it's quite fitting that these two guys are always together on track.
But can Marty's definitely close enough here, but can he afford to burn some fuel, just turn the wick up a little bit? He's definitely in the slipstream. He's only half a second, if that.
Well, I think he's good on fuel, isn't he? It's just a case of whether he can make these tyres last another 11 minutes.
Do we see a trademark flash of the lights here from Marty? He's definitely close enough. Can he do it before the chase? Oh, he left that a little bit late, but LFC Ben we have seen coming in from second place with 1% fuel on fumes. So yeah, maybe this, I can't see Clayjax. No matter, we know how good he is, but I can't see this being done on a one stop. If he does this, then
to be fair, now that he's seen Ben has pitted,
he's got nothing to lose. He can afford to pit.
He can afford to pit. He can afford to run it all the way down in level 6 and just coast round now, because Ben has got to claw back all this time that he's going to take in the pit lane.
That's
and
right.
Pass him.
But what's the gap between Clayjax and he's got a 10-second gap, so he can't be too. He can't relax too much.
Well, he can, because Haydo's going to.
No, he's not going to make it. He's not going to make this. He's going to have to pit. Clayjax is going to have to pit.
Oh, sorry, I thought we were looking at Haydo.
My mistake.
Apologies. I thought we were on board with Haydo, so I thought no. Yeah, as you say, he's not going to do this on fuel, but it's going to be interesting to see where he comes out relevant to Ben. Well, Ben's going to be on the hards because he hasn't run the hards yet. It's going to put Clayjax on the mediums, so Clayjax is going to be on the favourable tyre.
But Haydo is in, and Ekberg is in a live third place here. Let's just see what these guys are on. These are good to the end. This is interesting. So Haydo and Ekberg are both good to the, I would say, good to the end. They're both on the hard tyres now.
The independents are absolutely going hammer and tongs behind as well.
Tyler in fourth.
Tyler and Matthias.
Let's just stay on this battle for a minute.
Tyler's going to have to pit because his right rear tyre is absolutely shot, so he's going to have to pit. And
Matthias says these are going to come in at the same time. This is a last minute pit and a straight dash to the flag. But what a race for these two. We'll stay on Matt Neal's Primera for a minute, but he's got Matthias bearing down on him here. He's got the slip off Ekberg in front. So Ekberg's given a mirror full of Tyler as you see him going for the move into the chase. That's a classic move here at Bathurst.
Never mind a mirror full. He's got a door full, hasn't he? Yeah, he's got that close going down through.
I'm just going to
Clayjax is in.
Yeah, Clayjax is in. I'm just going to get a move of this. This is a classic move done in the Group 3s. I've seen live at Bathurst under supercars. Late on the brakes, straight into the chase. That's a textbook move, expertly executed by Tyler. And as Adam rightly pointed out, we've got Clayjax in the pits amongst a flurry of them.
Everybody's coming in now, so it's going to be interesting to see where Marty is. Is Marty going to pit?
Marty is staying out, and Captain. So have they got enough? They have.
So it's Ben we need to see. It's Ben we need to watch and see where he comes versus Clayjax. So Ben's just going round the last corner, and
he's got wide. That's Haydo coming out.
So Clayjax is 8 seconds up in front now. So Ben did lose quite a lot of time doing that strategy and running the hards now. But Clayjax is on the mediums.
What's the gap between Marty and Clayjax? This is where Marty's going, oh dear. he knows what's coming, but he's got he's got
Marty's
to get
in a
past.
bit of a battle, isn't he? That's the problem.
This is a great battle between these two. Carl would be very proud of this, wouldn't he? If he's cheering him on, you can almost hear him from here. Don't let that Marty get through. Come on. He's done it. He's managed to hold off. What a little bit of a battle to do coming up the mountain here.
Don't spill your drink, Cole. It's getting exciting.
But this is in fantastic viewing. So let's just gonna go. I'm just gonna go full touring car view here.
This is only helping Clayjax because Clayjax is obviously on fresh mediums. He's good to the end. And these two are fighting. They're using up their tyres.
Look at this. He's going down this. Doing a Joe Biden coming down the dipper. Having a right good sniff here. Coming to Forest Elbow now. He's definitely close enough now. Ooh, did Marty catch the wall on the exit there? That will have...
Yeah, he either clipped the wall or it was a bit of a twitch, but either way, he lost the run, didn't he?
He's lost a bit of momentum there. So let's just see where has Clayjax managed to extend his lead. It's not grown any.
It's not really grown,
no.
But he is closing in on the guys in front, so they're fighting away. They're entitled to fight this position. They don't have to move over. They're not being lapped. Remember, this is a live position. Whether they're going to need to pit.
There'll be some drinks and celebrations if the leaderboard stays like this, or if the position.
His captain's come in.
Oh, he's come in. So that's Marty. So he's got Clayjax breathing all down his neck now. So let's just go on board with Clayjax. As you see him making a move
now
into the last left-hander onto the mountain straight. Oh, as Clayjax goes a little bit wide onto the grass there, so that's given Marty the lead. So he's got back past. Now that's not what Clayjax wanted. He wanted to extend it. He's got a 9-second gap, but he wanted a clear run. Now Marty this is a great battle between these two.
Don't forget though that LFC Ben is actually on the hard tyres, so he's going to be hard pushed literally to be catching on with Clayjax at this rate, especially now Clayjax has now got past Marty. Marty's tyres are going to be starting to hurt a little bit, but if he can just stay up with Clayjax and he can stay there, as you say, he's got that gap, that same gap that Clayjax has got, Marty has now got to LFC Ben, so it's 9 seconds.
That's
He's
right.
going to make those tyres and that fuel last another 5 minutes. That's a tall order. That is a tall order.
He's going to be suffering, I would say, in the next. This lap, he'll be suffering at the moment. But if he can keep,
he's going to need to come in. Those tyres are not going to last.
I can't see Marty coming in. He's going to
have to. Those tyres are not.
How
gonna
long
last.
have we got left? 4 minutes. 5 minutes.
Yes.
2 laps.
No, they're going to be done at the end of the next lap. If he doesn't pit this one, they're going to be on. It's going to be on the rim. So.
And we've seen that before, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
So that'll bump.
We've seen them run out of fuel before now as well, so we don't count that one out.
That could potentially bump Hado onto the podium.
Yeah, and it's going to put potentially knock Ekberg up as well.
Let's just go and catch up with Danny C and see where he's up to. He's come in again. He's 2 stopped. But he's put the hards on in the middle, which was a bit of a strange.
Well, he's got the fuel to the end. He's got the tyres to the end, so we're going to see
he's
Martin
bearing
pit.
down on Tyler's. He's not what Tyler wants to see. So
But Tyler's leading the independents, I think, so he won't mind too much about Danny going past.
No, he's still going to keep his lead of the independents. As you were right, Adam. Well called. Marty's coming in. So that's going to bring Marty out potentially around Tyler, Danny C area, maybe a bit lower.
The other thing as well is if Ekberg doesn't need to pit, then he's going to be up into 4th place because he's going to go past now as he is doing. So he's okay to the end. So that's put Ekberg up into 4th. Danny C's now up into 5th. So where's Marty going to come out? He's going to be behind Tyler, isn't he?
That's what I thought, yeah.
Yeah, he's come out between the 2 independents, but he's going to be on the faster tyres, and he's going to have 2 laps.
But Danny Ekberg has got a 3.5 second gap to Danny C. You can see him there in the background. He's got to do pretty much this and another lap and keep Danny at bay for what is a fantastic position for him. It's Ekberg's highest position if it stays like this. But meanwhile, Clayjax has extended his lead to 10 seconds now of LFC Ben. So this is, yes, not ideal for LFC Ben. So this will certainly change the points table around, but it's still a good points haul for Ben if he can keep it on the black stuff. You see now the sun
is minimising the points lost, isn't it?
It is,
with Ben finishing in second place. But look at the difference in the lap time compared to what they were doing in the sprint race.
I know.
They're only in the 15.5s. This is what I was.
Only.
This is what I was. Yeah, but this is what I was doing on the soft tyre. That lap that Clayjax has done is what I did on the soft tyre, so that gives you a bit of an idea of how rubbish I am and how good Clayjax is.
Yeah, that's a good point. And he's currently purple. So Clayjax has got the fastest lap at the moment.
Which every little helps, as we've said before.
That's right. So he's taking a few liberties there. So the fuel, ignore the fuel warning.
Something's happened because Haydo is in second.
He's just done a move into the let's just see if we can get. Let's see if we can get that.
I wonder whether Ben made a mistake.
No, it's a straight pass down Conrad.
Straight pass on what? Yeah, but I'm wondering if Ben made a mistake over the top of the hill that got Haydo onto the back of him and then just slipped past him. So it's a good run by Haydo, isn't it?
It certainly is.
But it's not what Ben wants.
No, but can he return the favour onto the mountain straight? He's definitely close enough now. So meanwhile, that's giving Clayjax another 2 second boost, or 3 seconds on top of his 10 he had before. So we're going to see some headlights from Ben.
Should be probably the last lap for Clayjax, I would have thought, so because he's only just coming over the top of the hill now with 50 seconds to go. So I would have thought that Clayjax has probably got this one in the bag.
I'm just going to quickly go down to. Well, Danny has reeled in Ekberg. But
Ekberg's only got this lap to hold on.
He's only got this lap to hold on. If he can hold on and keep Danny, so he's going to be vulnerable down. He needs a good run over the mountain.
Don't look in.
No, we're not. No, we're not. So we're going to keep our fingers crossed for Ekberg. So he's just got to. And the same applies here with Haydo and LFC Ben, as Ben clouts the wall there coming over into the skyline. So I'm just going to quickly focus on the man of the moment here as he comes down through the dipper for the last time into Forest Elbow. Fuel light flashing, trademark flash from Clayjax. We know what he's like. Still good on tyres, great tyre management. 13-second gap, so he can afford to back off a little bit now just to preserve his fuel.
He can afford to run out of fuel from here, can't he? He can coast it to the line. He's got so much.
He probably could, to be honest. But he's coming down the Conrad straight now for the last time into the chase. Left, then a right, then he's into the penultimate corner, which is Murray's. As he approaches here, coming past the pit entry now into Murray's corner. Look at this. You said he's judged it to perfection. I won't be surprised if he runs out. Through Murray's for the last time, as we see Clayjax coming over the line here at Mount Panorama doing a celebratory fishtail. Well done, Clayjax. That is.
And runs out across the line.
Runs out. Look, he's done it again. Haydo has managed to hold off LFC Ben for a fantastic second place. What a result for Haydo.
That's Ben bringing it BMW.
Home. Yeah,
come
Ben
on, Ekberg. Come on, Ekberg.
Come on, Ekberg.
He's done it. Ekberg, P4. Fantastic result from Ekberg. Well done, that
man. He was just over a second ahead of Danny coming over the skyline. So he was right in the slipstream for Conrad. So what a battle. I wish I'd stayed up. I had to look at the leader. But that's a fantastic result for Ekberg.
Well, it's disappointing as far as Danny's concerned for the championship, but Danny will be so pleased for Ekberg. He will not mind that at all. Fantastic result for Ekberg, and I think Marty might have run out of fuel as he went across the line as well because he coasted over. But Tyler's won the Independence, finished in 7th, ahead of Matthias. So yeah, he's had a fantastic night as Tyler, man.
I tell you what, there's some great results there. So just going to see if I can get. I'm sure Matthias said he wanted to come in. Oh no, he can't because of his microphone. We'll get 3 guys in. I'm sure. Let me just double check Discord. I'll send those invites.
Just save the replay and go on to the results, mate. While you're doing that, and I can Make sure you save that replay, for God's sake, and then go on to the results. So there we go. We've got Clayjacks, who kind of half expectedly won that feature race there with the fastest lap. So that's done his championship hopes no harm whatsoever, especially with Haydo finishing in second place. That's a great result for Haydo in the BMW. LFC Ben, possibly strategy didn't really help him out too much there, finishing in third place. Still some strong points, but he's lost a little bit of ground there to the fight with Clayjacks. Ekberg, a fantastic result in fourth place. He will be absolutely delighted with that result. And Danny C, not the result and not the night really that Danny wanted. Midfield runner tonight, which is unusual for him, but finished in fifth, still getting good points. Marty looked strong initially with the strategy that he was running, but just didn't work out for him in the end. Tyler, seventh overall, some fantastic points for him in the overall standings, winning the independents, beating Matthias. He's done that twice tonight, which is going to do his championship hopes no harm whatsoever in the independents. Matthias finishing in 8th place. Captain standing in for Carl in the BMW, finishing in 9th place. Glowin finished in 10th. Rooster bringing it home in 11th place, and Swifty we saw had wheel issues, who didn't finish that race. Hopefully we'll have some drivers you've managed to drag out of the bar and we can have some interviews.
Yeah, I think Clayjacks is, he was empty on liquids in this tank, but I think he's had to make a quick dash and a celebratory drink. But I'm sure we have Team BMW in the house. I'm sure we've got the driver for Team BMW. I'm sure we can. Is Haydo there?
Hello.
Haydo, what a difference a functioning wheel makes.
Yeah, the first race was getting used to it, but yeah, nice result.
Well, first of all, congratulations. Second on the podium, Haydo. What a result. And against... There's been some outstanding drives tonight. I mean, just looking at the first page of the results, we've got Tyler in 7th place, winning for the independents. Ekberg, who was all week saying that, ooh, I hate this track. I'm not taking any notice of that anymore. And Haydo, yeah, you've been quietly confident. You've not said whether you like it, hate it, but I would say, judging by this result, you quite enjoy this track.
Depends, but yeah. If I look at the aliens like Clayjack, I'm not that fast, but yeah, I'm happy.
But it's not always quick, is it? It's not always fast because you wear your tyres out. It's consistency is key, and obviously you had the consistency. So that's your highest finishing position, I believe, Haydo. I'm sure Adam will correct me if I'm wrong, but
I think Haydo might have actually had a second before. I think, or it was a podium. I'd have to double check on that, but I think he might have had a second before. So if nothing, it's equalled it.
Well, outstanding result. So yeah, that's given you some valuable points, Haydo. So how did you play the strategy? Because it wasn't straightforward, was it?
I started with mediums. I was going to wear them off and then pits. It was saving fuel. I was thinking, maybe I can do a one stop. Didn't happen. Fuel consumption was just too much, even though I had the tires, so it was a 2-stop in the end.
Yeah, there was some quite bold strategies coming into play, and it surprised me and Adam on comms quite a lot, to be honest. There was some putting the hards on in the middle stint when it looked like it was gonna be a 2-stop. So yeah, he's knocked the defending champion down to 5th place. So Danny's not on the podium this week, which is most unlike him, isn't it, Haydo?
Yeah, he was quick. We saw in the qualifying.
Correct.
But yeah, this is a difficult track to overtake. I had some also issues in the sprint. Also missed my braking points, flight off the track, so that's why I fell completely back to P9. Yeah.
Well, that's a brilliant result for you, Haydo, and congratulations once again. You can go and enjoy a well-earned beer or whatever drink of your choice. And
yeah, I'm going to definitely drink something cold. It's hot in here.
well, thanks ever so much. You provided some great entertainment and a great move to get past LFC Ben coming down Conrad Straight. That was a great move. Well, thanks again, Hado, and go and enjoy your drink, and see if we can get. I'm sure we've got Team Audi already on the third pint, I think.
Good evening to you.
Well, Danny, go on, Danny. Adam, you can do this one. Adam, are you there?
Hello, sorry, yeah, I flicked the wrong switch. How you doing, Danny? You alright? How was that for you?
Not bad. Not the best of race meetings, but sometimes you just got to accept the fact that it's not been your day, and then you're just going to have to fight for another time. Well,
the important thing is, did you see your little mate bouncing down the track? Have you said hello to him yet?
Yep. I saw him in free practice, so I spy over the moment to say hello to him, and then and we'll go from there.
Did you remember you from last time?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, they're drinking buddies now. They're next to each other in the bar, I reckon.
Yeah, but yeah, uncharacteristic finishing position for you, Danny. But like you say, sometimes you can't win them all. You can only do your best, and that's what's good enough. And it's not good if it wasn't good enough on the night. Then, yeah, it's a split decision sometimes with these strategies, Danny, isn't it? It's you can find yourself in the middle of two, either a one-stop or a two-stop, and if you make the wrong call, then I mean, I'm not saying it was a wrong call, but it was a tough one, wasn't it?
You never know which way is it going to go, whether it's going to be a one-stop or two-stop, and then obviously from the sprint side for the sprint race, then obviously I was looking good after qualifying, and then it was just an unfortunate moment I had out of turn 2, which obviously killed my momentum after just a touch, which put me down the order, and then so therefore that I just had to do and salvage as many points as I possibly could, and then whereas for the feature as well, then obviously just have to continue to try and stay out of trouble the best I could, and then obviously that no matter how tough these races get, then I'm just gonna keep going and keep pushing and never give up until the end. And it would be awesome if I could win the championship, but if not, it doesn't really matter because I've won the championship.
Yeah, well, yeah, you've won it twice, Danny, and we know you know what it takes to win it. And it's having that level head which you've got, Danny, and it's be able to do a reset and go, and like you said before, that's a great attitude to have, and say, okay, yeah, I did my best, it wasn't good enough on the night, okay, I'll come back stronger next week, and we all know you're capable of doing that, Danny. So hopefully you got some views over there from your perspective with your channel pinned up there. So for those of you who haven't visited Danny, it's Danny C over on YouTube. So go, he's just hit the 300 subscriber mark, so he's flying. So go and show him the same love and respect that you show me, and go and drop him a sub and a like, and go and check out his stream. So, and
if you go over there tonight, you might actually see a kangaroo. There you go. If that don't get you subs, Danny, nothing will.
So I'm just saying, is there anybody else we've got coming in? I did put a message out to Team Ford. I don't know if Ekberg is floating around. No, I don't think the message got to the bar, but I do know one person who is in the chat, and that is Tyler Man.
For hell yeah, brother, you already know I'm here.
Well, Tyler, that has got to be one of your best races up to now.
Well, I will tell you this. My controller is probably wet from as much I was sweating fucking pushing the car.
Excuse me. Language, please, Tyler.
Sorry.
Do apologise about that, ladies and gentlemen.
It's all good. Yeah, my bad.
I'll forgive you for the excitement for the racing tonight.
Yeah, and a great race, sprint race. You know, got up there, got some good positions. A few people had some issues in front of me, and my main goal, I knew I was ahead of Matthias. If I could just keep him behind me, I should be good. And managed to do that for the sprint race, and then feature race, he actually started ahead of me. Managed to get around them, I think like lap 3 or 4. Had some great battles. The dude's a great dude to race with. Hats off to him. Um,
Well,
And
you
then-
did say in Discord that there's a certain driver would have a target on the back. Was that?
well, yeah, he did, but you know, clean racing. We had one incident which I don't think was my fault. I'm gonna have Jimmy look at it. There was no contact. What happened was when you go through the mountain, you go through that double left-hander right before you get to the chase, or not chase, the downhill section. I got him on his inside, and I never touched him. I don't know whether he lost the back end or he moved to try to leave me room. Man, he got into the wall on the outside. So I'm gonna have Jimmy look over that, just so he can review it. But yeah, honestly, genuine guy to race with all around. Glad to get some points tonight.
Well, that's definitely helped you in the
obviously won 2
independence. It's definitely helped you in the independence because you were 2 points ahead of him, and obviously winning both of them and him finishing second, you're now 4 points ahead. So it's helping with 2 rounds to go.
Yeah.
That's right. And
Another shout out I would like to give, real quick, for the Independence is my boy Rooster, who got P3 for Independence in the sprint race. So hats off to Rooster.
that's it. Yeah, a brilliant result for Rooster, running Charlie Cox's Ford Mondeo. And good job you mentioned that, Tyler. I just want to give a shout out to my good friend, Fathead, aka Dylan. Speedy recovery, my friend. Made the right decision. I don't want anybody racing under the weather. I probably wasn't fit to race anyway, but yeah, we don't suffer from heat stroke in the UK.
So I actually, funny enough, during the sprint race, while I was in the middle of trying to chase down that Volvo, also hats off to Captain. Dude drove his ass off the.
Yeah. There's some brilliant battles.
Sorry, drove his butt off to keep me
that's all right.
behind
That's
him.
all right. That's all right.
Drove his butt off to keep me behind him, so hats off. But I talked to Fathead during the sprint race. He's doing better. They've got
good
him
stuff,
on an
good
IV right now.
Oh, that's brilliant. So he's in hospital on an IV talking to you during a race.
He was on his phone.
What a legend!
Yeah.
What a legend!
And
Right, well-
I heard the pit crew comment come up there to stream. My pit crew actually wasn't here today. That was all me on the strategy.
Far from me to comment. I think you're better off with him. Do you reckon?
Yeah, I was going to say you did a better job without him. You stop talking to people and then just carry on driving. Get your head down, my friend.
Well, thank you very much, Tyler, for taking the time as always.
Yep.
You've been here every round, so yeah. Go and have a well-earned beer, Tyler. I'll catch up with you. Stay online, and we'll catch up with you after the stream. But quickly, if can we get a word with Legion for Team Nissan, who incredibly, we found out he had a broken hand. Are you there, Legion? It would appear not. He's using his other hand for a drink. So on that note, it is time to wrap up the stream here. This is Jimmy Codger's British Touring Car Championship Round 8 at Bathurst, which has chucked up some incredible results, incredible drives for up and down the grid. Another dominant performance from Clay Jacks. He certainly means business.
Sorry, I am here. I had my mic.
You are here.
Realize.
Legion, quickly,
Yes, sir.
come on. Broken hand and still attempted to race.
Yes, sir. I normally race on the pad, so I figured I'd be alright if I just went one-handed on the wheel and used my broken hand to shift up. But going through, I think it's the second corner, like the first hill as you go up, like start actually going up the hill, the first corner there. I had a bit of a coming together with Ekberg, Swifty, myself, and I can't remember who the other car was. And yeah, when I felt the jolt, I immediately just thought, you know what, I can't do that because that would hurt like crazy. So I just backed out immediately, and yeah.
Yeah,
that was that.
fair play, mate. We don't. It's as I said in the comms. It's just a game. We don't. Your health comes first, mate. So.
Oh no, of course, but this unfortunately will be my last season because Gran Turismo is planning to end.
Don't say this. Hey, Legion, keep that off the. Right. Well,
Sorry.
right. Okay. But we'll leave it there. But thanks for attempting to race.
Absolute pleasure.
Yeah.
Did we actually find out how you broke your hand, or don't we actually want to know the answer to
We'll
that
probably
question?
leave that. We'll probably leave that.
Yeah, I would leave it. It's a bit grim.
Yeah, we'll leave that. It's not for family viewing. But right. Well, thank you very much again, Legion.
My pleasure, and thank you for having me.
Yeah, keep us posted. And
I will do.
if you need a reserve, let me know ASAP. And I will try and get that organised.
I just didn't have the time for tonight because I literally come back home this morning and I was like, it's a bit too short notice, so I just figured I'd try. But
no, well, do you want me to organise a reserve for next week?
yeah, you're gonna have to, buddy. I'm gonna be out for at least 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's cool, mate. No problem.
Can I say something real quick? Hey, man, hats off to you for racing with a broken hand. Absolutely insane.
You know what? I figured Carlos Sainz done it in a Formula 1 car. Surely I can do it in a sim racing rig, right? But no, it's a bit different, sadly. But yeah, no. I just love the seat, like love the racing and stuff, and I didn't want to miss it, so I thought I'd try anyway. But yeah, I can't do it. It's too much.
Oh, we definitely appreciate the effort anyway. Nevertheless, it's a shame, but as we've always said, the health has to come first. So, you know, don't want you if you have had an accident and actually hurt your hand even further, we'd feel even worse for that. So, don't want to be doing that, because you chose the hell of a race to try and race with a broken hand at Bathurst. I don't think there's a harder circuit to do that on, is there?
Well, to be fair, I knew this was going to be a night race because it's Bathurst. Like, you can't have Bathurst without a night race, and I love night races, so I really wanted to do it like really, really bad. So I just figured, you know what, I'll try. But yeah, like I said, once I felt that little jolt through the wheel, I was just like, nah, rather not risk it. Because I heard on the stream Jimmy saying he'd rather I wasn't racing anyway. So I was just like, you know what, for the sake of it, I'll back out.
Yeah, that's cool. Right, well, I'm going to wrap up the stream here. Take two. Sorry. So that's Jimmy Codger signing off for round 8 here at Bathurst. Eventful night, to say the least. Some impressive drives up and down the field. Who's still connected because I'm getting echo? Can jump out the chat, everybody? So that's me signing off for this week. Round 9, can you believe? Of 10 rounds. It's flown by. So next week,
teeing us up quite nicely for the championship, though, isn't it?
Yeah. So the scores are going to be released over the weekend, possibly they'll definitely be out by Monday. But knowing Adam, I know what he's doing. He's probably already halfway through them. But that's me signing off for this week. So thanks to everybody taking part and everybody taking the time to jump in the chat afterwards and have a bit of a catch up. Some great insights there from the drivers. So until next week, we're live again, same time, 7:15 in the UK, here with me, Jimmy Codger, and Adam Barth. And the final thank you to you, Adam, again for such a professional performance and great help and support. So
I try my best.
You do. You're very trying. You asked for that.
I did. Set you up nicely.
You did. Right. So I am going to sign off here until next week, which I'll announce the track probably tomorrow / Monday and let you know. We have raced there before. That's all I'm going to say. So for now, this is Jimmy Codger signing off for round 8. Hope everybody enjoyed it and have a great rest of your weekend and a week ahead. And look forward to seeing you again and join me for round 9. It's definitely hotting up. It's going to be an absolute cracker. I can see this being a repeat of season 2 where it was a 3-way tie for the 3-way fight for the lead, for the win actually. So tune in. You don't want to miss it. Take care and I will see you next week. This is Jimmy Codger signing off. Good night.